Coming off a winning weekend, we got more best bets and Movie Monday. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back, baby. It is a new week. We got more best bets for you, more help with your research. Let's crush it this week. So happy Monday to everyone. 3-2 over the weekend. We'll take it. We'll go over those bets and all that in just a little bit. But before we do, we got an announcement to make. The rest of this week, we're actually going to be doing videos early in the morning, our time, instead of the night before. It just works better with our life and work schedules and all that kind of stuff. So instead of video coming out around 1 a.m. or so our time, which is Pacific Standard Time, probably going to be coming out around 7:30, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just want to let you know, probably about 6, 7 hours later than you're used to, but that's why. So don't freak out if you don't see a video. It will be coming out, but just want to let you guys know. So that's what's going on. I just went to Mariner game for the Sunday game. We finally freaking won. We scored 2 runs, but we won. Our offense still sucks. We scored like 6 runs in the entire series versus the freaking Tigers. But anyways, that was fun. Saw the 1,000th win at T-Mobile Park, which is kind of cool, and got to run around the bases. The kids did after the game, so that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm ready to get back after it though, after the All-Star break and only that one video last week. But first, before we do all of that, we got Movie Monday, baby. That's right. The best character in a basketball movie. We did the baseball movie last time. Now we're going to do best character in a basketball movie. I would love to hear you guys' answers. Leave a comment below. But mine is as easy for me. It's Woody Harrelson as Billy Hoyle in White Men Can't Jump. I mean, guys, he's a degenerate gambler who hustles people on the basketball court. We all have to love that character, right? That's what we are, except for the hustling people in the basketball court all the time. But that's just a great movie. You could pick Wesley Snipes in that movie too. That movie is just the best basketball movie around. But anyways, Billy Hoyle for me and White Man Can't Jump. Gotta love that one. Anyways, let's start talking some baseball. Good hitter matchups, good pitcher matchups. We got the pitcher report for you today and 2 best bets. It's only a 10-game slate. I only like 2 so far. I may add one tomorrow, but let's get right into it. And before we check out that bets recap, smash that freaking like button. Let's just crush it today. Let's have a great Monday. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. Leave a comment below with your best bets, your Movie Monday character, anything else you want to say. If you just want to say hi to me, let's do that. I like it. So I'm ready to roll. Let's go. Bets recap page. There it is. 2-0 day on Friday. That was beautiful. So the Rays game got canceled, so the last now bet was voided, obviously. And the Rays leg of the parlay, Friday parlay, was not a part of it. So we hit a 2-leg Friday parlay instead of a 3-leg. But 2-0, we'll take it. Saturday, 1-2. Oh man, guys, if you followed me on those Saturday bets, I I don't even know what to say. First of all, we're one strikeout away from winning the last now over 7.5 Ks, which I moved to Saturday. He had 7, one strike away, and he couldn't get it done. But anyways, the really hard one was we had the Astros over the Angels. That's right, Astros over the Angels. They were up 9-3, and then again 12-9 or 12-10 in the ninth inning, and they freaking lost in extra innings. I don't even know what to say. And we were already counting it as a win. It was a brutal beat. But you know what? It's baseball. It happens. No excuses. So 3-2 on the weekend, up 1.16 units. We are now up 6.74 units. Let's keep it rolling. Let's get to at least 10 this week. But first, now it's time for the good hitter matchups. All right, guys, we only have 2 good hitter matchups. That's right, just 2. We're used to having a lot more than this, but only a 10-game slate. We got rookies throwing. We got a ton of weird things happening, so we have 2, and I'll still give it to you. First one, Garrett Cooper of the Miami Marlins, 4 for 11, 1 triple and 1 home run versus Miles Mikolas. And then the last one, Lane Thomas of the Nationals. He is a stud, by the way. If you want to use him in a hitter parlay or any hitter prop, any sort of bet with a hitter over 1.5 bases, I wouldn't mind using him. The props were not out yet when I did this video, but just want to let you know. 4 for 9, Lane Thomas is 1 double and 1 home run versus Drew Smiley. Those are the only 2 good hitter matchups for you. Let's move on to the good pitcher strikeout matchups. All right, let's go to the arms. We have 3 good pitcher matchups for you today, and it starts with Mr. Jesus Luzardo of the Marlins. Man, has he been good. He is facing the Cardinals. Cardinals' second highest K percentage versus lefties in the last 30 days at 28%. I haven't mentioned the Cardinals as a strikeout team lately, but last 30 days they have been against lefties. So good matchup for Luzardo. He has 129 strikeouts in 109.1 innings, and he already faced the Cardinals on July 4th and had 8 strikeouts that game. So just want to throw that out there. Next one, Sonny Gray versus the Mariners, the team that loves to swing at air. Third highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 26.2%. Sonny Gray, 101 Ks and 99.2 innings. And then the last one in the same game, Logan Gilbert of the Mariners facing the Twins now. The Twins have the highest K percentage versus righties in the last 30 days at 28.2%. Logan Gilbert, 106 Ks and 108.1 innings. What I'm trying to say is there's probably going to be a lot of swings and misses in that game. I'm just saying. So I think the over under in that game is like 7, maybe 7.5 now. But, anyways, those are the three best pitcher strikeout matchups. And now it's time for the pitcher report. All right, here we go. We got 10 matchups on July 17th. Let's look at the first five. We got some interesting one, guys. I'm not going to lie. We got Emmett Sheehan. No, not Ed Sheeran. It does kind of look like that, but we are going to his concert next month. So, anyways, back to baseball. Sheehan does have a low expected ERA. If you look at his xFIP, it's actually pretty high. It's kind of hard to tell with him right now. It's 20 innings. He hasn't been that great. Doesn't miss a lot of bats, as you can tell. And then Grayson Rodriguez, the rookie, the guy who was maybe the favorite for Rookie of the Year, got demoted and now is back up. Let's see if he's changed anything. The next matchup, guys, we got a bullpen guy and a Priester, who is one of the top prospects for the Pirates, making his major league debut. So that game is a big time stay away from me because I don't know what to expect there. And then we got Logan Webb on the mound, who's been just lights out, facing the struggling Reds lineup. So they got a good matchup there for the Giants. Lazardo, who, like I said earlier, he has just been unbelievable lately, facing Miles Mikolas. I mean, Lazardo has almost a 30% K rate. So Marlins definitely have the pitching advantage there. Cardinals have been swinging the bats a little bit better lately. And then we got two lefties to finish it off on this page at the bottom against two teams that kind of hit lefties well. So, I mean, I'd probably lean over in that game. I've been kind of seeing the over under posted and then taken away, and it all depends on that wind in Wrigley Field, of course. But yeah, some interesting matchups. Let's look at the next five matchups now. And there we go. We got Shane McClanahan, the guy I picked to win the Cy Young against Dane Dunning, and we are going to talk about that matchup a little later. And then we got Manning Lyles. I mean, you know how I think about Lyles. He's been a little better lately, but he's still a Christmas tree. And Severino, maybe the worst pitcher in the majors right now. He is just in terrible form. And then no pitcher for the Red Sox. Blackburn's been pretty decent for the A's actually. And then we got that matchup we just talked about: Sonny Gray, Logan Gilbert, low over under, two good pitchers, two hit and miss offenses. Well, Mariners are mostly miss, but Twins have been a little bit better. So, anyway, some interesting matchups I think for July 17th. Just wanted to go over that. Take a screenshot of it. Use the K percentage if you want. Whatever it is you want to use, expected ERA for predicting some things. And yeah, as you can tell by this page, we have one pitcher with an 11-1 record and one pitcher with a 1-11 record. Congratulations! I didn't throw a party, by the way, for Jordan Lyles finally getting his first win. But anyways, that is the pitcher report from Monday, and now it's time for the best bets. All right, game number one takes us to Texas. We got the Rays at the Rangers. Rays money line minus 120. Rangers money line plus 100 with an over under of 8.5 runs. This is a hell of a matchup. I'm not gonna lie, this is a good one. We could possibly be seeing an ALCS preview. We'll see. But my best bet in this game, it's over 8.5 runs at minus 120. Now let's talk about it. I'm taking it over with two pitchers that have low ERAs and have been good. I know that it's not comfortable, but I like it. Shane McClanahan is on the mound for the Rays. He's coming off the IL, coming off a back injury. And in the last 20.1 innings, he's given up 10 earned runs. So he's not in the best form. I do still have him picked. If you watched our midseason preview video, I picked him to win the Cy Young at the good odds of plus 900. But this is not a great spot for him. He's probably going to be on a pitch count. He has 66 pitches in the last two games. He had back spasms. He's finally pitching again, like I said, for the first time in, I don't know what it's been, 3 weeks or something. So I do think they're going to have him on a pitch count. So the Rays are favored because of McClanahan, but with him only throwing 3, 4, maybe 5 innings, something like that, I think there's some value on the Rangers too on the money line. But he gave up 3 runs to Texas earlier this season, so Texas has hit him. I think when you see a pitcher again, it's kind of advantage hitter or offense in this, especially in this situation, because the Rangers have a lethal lineup. He also has no more than 5 Ks in 5 straight starts, which is not great when you're facing the Rangers. If you're not going to miss many bats, then it could get ugly. The Rangers offense, guys, top four in WRC plus, OPS, ISO power versus lefties in the last 30 days. And honestly, they've been good against lefties all season long. So I think McClanahan being on a pitch count, not being in the best form, some people that come back from injury, they come back a little too soon and they give up some runs. So that could happen in this also. On the other side, Mr. Dane Dunning of the Rangers, 2.84 ERA, but he has a 4.52 expected ERA, 4.64 xFIP. Two things that kind of predict your ERA. He's getting a little lucky, guys. He's pitching well. I'm not saying he's been a disaster, but he has one of the lowest K rates in the entire major leagues. He only strikes out 15.9% of batters. That's insane to strike out less than or even not even close to 20%, and you have a 2.84 ERA. So he is due for a negative regression. This is a great spot for that against a great Rays lineup. He's given up 30% hard contact as well, and even though the Rays have slowed down a little bit offensively in the last 30 days, they're still top 10 versus right-handed pitching. So the Rays aren't the same, as the first month or two of the season, but they're still a very solid lineup. And then after all that, the Rangers bullpen is freaking awful. The Rays bullpen has just been kind of so. So between Dane Dunning due for regression, McClanahan on a pitch count coming back from an injury, two not great bullpens and two elite offenses, that's what leads me to over 8.5. This might move to 9.5 or 9 soon. I put it on in the Discord at 8.5. So I like it. Bet number one over 8.5 at minus 120. Let's move on to the hitter parlay. All right, here we go. We got a good hitter parlay for you. Let's stay hot with these. Anthony Santander and Shohei Ohtani, one plus hit each at minus 111 on DraftKings. Let's start out with Mr. Santander of the Orioles. One plus hit in 12 of his last 13 games. Now he's facing a rookie, an Emmett Sheehan, I think that's how you pronounce it, who doesn't miss a lot of bats. He has a 19.5% K rate, as you guys saw earlier. And this Dodgers bullpen struggles. The Dodgers pitching staff as a whole gives up the third most runs on the road in the whole league. That doesn't necessarily mean a Santander hit, but I just want to let you know. So I think he has a good matchup, good weather in Baltimore. So I like Santander to stay hot and get one plus hit. And the next one, Shohei Ohtani, one plus hit. Duh. I mean, what else do I need to say, guys? This guy's unbelievable. 302 batting average with 33 bombs so far this year. I think he has a home run in like 3 of his last 4 or 5 games. So, I mean, you could just do home run prop every day probably. Now he's facing one of the league's worst starting pitchers in Luis Severino. I mentioned it earlier. He's been absolutely atrocious. In his last 31.1 innings, he has given up 53 hits. Yeah, let that sink in. He is just not ready to be a major league pitcher again. He was good a year or two ago before injury, but he's given up a ton of hits. So I love Shohei Ohtani to get one plus hit. Dozo, Shohei, Dozo. I have no idea if that's how you say it, but that's please in Japanese. You know what told me that? Google about 10 minutes ago. So, anyways, Santander, one plus hit. Shohei, one plus hit, minus 111 on DraftKings. Let's pull up that bets recap page. There we go. Over 8.5 in the Rays and Rangers. And that hitter parlay, Santander, Otani, make it happen. If you want to add Luis Arias to it, make it plus money, you can go for that too because he's almost automatic. But anyways, only 2 bets. I might add another one tomorrow, like I said. Thank you guys for the support. Just another quick reminder, videos will be out about 7:30, 8 a.m. our time, Pacific Standard Time, the rest of this week instead of the night before. So thank you guys. Thank you. Let's get to 5,000 subscribers. I can't wait for it. So don't forget to leave a comment. Movie Monday. Can't wait to see him. Have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later.